What experience that you have that makes you feel that you're most qualified for this position?
Well, I ran for state representative in Detroit when I completed my undergraduate degree. I helped out in the Coleman Young campaign and other state, local campaigns, so I've been involved. And then my involvement in the city has always been instrumental to me wherever I lived. And I'm still involved now. Like they asked tonight, who has been on Wood Street in the downtown. I've been there. I'm speaking to those young people. Now I'm just saying hi, getting to know them. Eventually I will ask names and share my name. But I know a lot of times in gangs they don't want to identify stuff. So I'm just visiting in those areas so they get familiar with my presence.
What's the biggest issue you see facing the city?
Well, I think the biggest issue is the lakefront. We are people of the water. The water is the thing that distinguishes us. You know, we need to develop downtown, but what most cities need to develop downtown. Most cities do not have the waterfront we have. And I think that as we develop the waterfront, repercussions of that will be downtown in the city, in the other places within the city. But the priority, I believe, is the waterfront.
What do you think you can do personally to address those issues if you're elected mayor?
You don't mind me correcting you, when I am elected mayor. No, I'm just teasing. First of all, I think that we have the entrepreneurship and the mentality to develop our waterfront. What we have are a bunch of silos. I think the city needs to be visionary in bringing those silos together with our resources, our ingenuity, our thoughts, to develop the waterfront and the other places in our city. But I think the key, what has happened thus far, I believe, is the city has allowed, when you look at whatever's developed in our city, is businesses, and then the city votes whether yes or no or zoning. I think the city needs to be more progressive. And I think as a mayor, I will be more progressive in terms of sitting down with the leaders and the people, envisioning together, not reacting and responding, but visioning and moving us forward. Leadership is the key, and I believe I offer that.
And what's one thing that the voters need to know about you before going to the polls?
They need to know that I'm not afraid to make hard decisions. They need to know that I'm going to listen to them. For example, one of the things I plan to do is every quarter have a city commission meeting in the city. Once a quarter, I'm going to have a forum where the city people will have pick the moderator to assure that people's questions are answered. So that they need to know that they're going to have a mayor that's going to be in the streets with the violence and with the businesses. A mayor that's going to create a system that requires that we not only listen, but we respond in making decisions.